Hi, I'm Jenna Wright, Vice President of the Anchorage Economic Development Corporation. This video is part of a series that breaks down AEDC's 2023 Economic Forecast Report. Thank you to Northern Bank for sponsoring this video series. In this episode, we'll talk about government. Government sector employment averaged 26,400 jobs in 2022, holding steady between 2021 and 2022. Government employment is almost evenly split between the federal government with about 8,500 jobs, excluding active duty military, state government, including the University of Alaska Anchorage with about 9,500 jobs, and local government, including the Anchorage School District with about 9,500 jobs. Anchorage is home to 35% of all government employment in Alaska, including 56% of all federal employment, 42% of state of Alaska employment, and 23% of local government employment. AEDC anticipates federal, state, and local government in Anchorage will maintain 2022 employment levels in 2023. The flow of federal Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act funds into Alaska could slightly increase federal employment as positions are added to help manage the significant funding increase expected over the next 4 years. State government employment was down 260 jobs in the first half of 2022. State employment declines have largely been driven by cuts to the University of Alaska system over the last several years. Preliminary data suggests University of Alaska employment fell to an average 1,800 jobs, a 34% reduction from the peak of state education employment in Anchorage in 2014. The FY23 state budget included a 17% increase in the University of Alaska funding. However, much of that increase went to deferred maintenance. The governor's proposed FY24 budget does not indicate further funding cuts for the University of Alaska. Local government employment increased by 275 jobs in the first half of 2022, but remains 700 jobs below pre-pandemic 2019 levels. During the pandemic, local government job loss was largely driven by local education employment as the Anchorage School District adjusted to remote learning. The Anchorage School District anticipates a continued wave of retirements over the next several years, and employment levels may be impacted by the district's ability to attract and retain staff to replace retirees. The proposed closure of Abbott Loop Elementary School in academic year 2023-2024 would impact at least 20 school district employees. The state's base student allocation funding provided to the Anchorage School District has remained stable at $5,930 since 2017. The school district continues to expect funding gaps due to that BSA funding and expected annual enrollment decline of 2% between FY22 and FY 2027.